I seen potential, and when you see you can see potential in people. But then that's when I saw way more than just potential. You know what I mean? When Drake music was brought to me from the homie Jazz, my bro, it was about rap. You know, and I was like, this dude sound different.
You know what? I've gotten so much closer to Wayne lately. Wayne is his own person. He's a businessman, and whatever decision Wayne makes, I would never in my life speak against it publicly.
So it's starting to look like everyone who used to be close with Drake is now turning their backs on him. Even his old Young Money fam, Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj. Remember when Wayne, Nicki, and Drake were the ultimate Young Money dream team? Their bond wasn't just about making hits. Wayne and Drake were like brothers.
Yeah, they haven't made no songs in a long time. Drake, Nicki, or Wayne. Yeah.
And Drake's connection with Nicki was so close that people were convinced that they were more than just friends. Even when things got rocky, Wayne and Nicki never threw Drake under the bus. They had his back even when the whole industry seemed to be against him. But here's the tea. Drake didn't exactly return the favor. He pulled some shady moves like hooking up with Wayne's girl while Wayne was locked up, linking up with Meek Mill after Nicki accused him of putting his hands on her, and cozying up to Nicki's rap rivals. And just when you thought the drama couldn't get any juicier, Drake randomly drops 100 gigabytes of content. And guess what? He revealed a collab with Nicki's nemesis, Latto. And keep in mind...
What? Like, Drizzy, you been messy, bro. Like, oh. That's tough. That's tough.
That Nicki didn't just join this Drake hate train amid his beef with Kendrick Lamar. Everyone else was quick to jump on the bandwagon, but Nicki didn't want to rub salt on Drake's wounds, and this is how he repays her. Now fans are connecting the dots, and they're saying that if Drake is beefing with the entire industry and even losing his oldest friends, maybe he is the problem in every relationship he's had.
Yeah, man, it's starting to seem like Drake is the problem. Cause like, how do you like really beef with your, like, the people that brung you up? Like, Wayne brung you up, and for him to even sleep with Wayne's girl, it's so many girls in this world that you could have slept with, and you slept with Wayne's, like, your mentor, man, come on, Drizzy.
But what did Wayne and Nicki really say when they decided to distance themselves from Drake? How did Drake betray his Young Money family? Let's spill the tea and find out.
You know, my loyalty obviously lies with the people who gave me the platform, my first shot. So that's really where that line comes from, despite. You know.
Is he really loyal, though? Like, I'm starting to see, like, a pattern.
You know, how things may have ended up. I'm always so grateful for those three people.
So let's first dive into the Lil Wayne drama, because word on the street is that Wayne might be switching sides and throwing in his support behind Kendrick and his beef with Drake. Now, Drake and Lil Wayne go way back, and during the early 2010s, Drake, Wayne, and Nicki Minaj were like the hip-hop holy trinity, dropping bangers left and right under the Cash Money, Young Money label. Back then, Drake and Weezy were as thick as...
Yeah, they was dropping bangers, like, hits after hits. You couldn't tell them nothing. You know, they was dropping hits.
Thieves, with Drake constantly hyping Wayne up as the GOAT.
Who has been your favorite artist to work with and why?
Oh, I have to say, I can't say one person. I gotta say, yeah, I gotta say. I gotta say there's three people that
I gotta stop, bro.
Ooh, Lil Wayne.
You gotta give Wayne the love.
Too good.
But things took a drastic turn in March 2010 when Wayne got hit with a 1-year prison sentence after pleading guilty to possession. So Weezy ended up doing 8 months of his year-long stint at Rikers. And here's where it gets juicy. Rumor has it that while Wayne was behind bars, Drake allegedly hooked up with his then-girlfriend, Tammy Torres. Fast forward to 2015, and TMZ reported that Wayne was so furious about Drake getting with his girl that he was ready to throw hands. released. Apparently, Wayne spilled all this tea in a book proposal he sent to publishers. According to TMZ, Wayne said that while he was locked up, Drake came to visit him and straight up confessed that he had already slept with Tammy, basically telling Wayne to back off. Wayne wrote in his book proposal, "This is the type of ish that a man never wants to find out when he's locked up." Or maybe...
What? Like you, huh? Like how do you go to your mentors, Jill, and be like, "Hey, I slept with your girl. I'm gonna need you to back off." What? Like you got some issues, homie. You really. Wow.
Maybe so, because only God knows what I would have done if I wasn't locked up right now. Finding out that she messed with Drake was the absolute worst thing I could have ever found out. Now, when Wayne later opened up about the whole situation in an interview with Hip Hop Hollywood, he switched things up and claimed he wasn't holding any grudges against Drake.
In the book, there's a part in the book where you say that he came in and told you that he had smashed one of your girls.
Oh,
yes.
I wasn't worried about that. I was just, that's just how life goes when you locked up.
But fast forward to now, and Kendrick Lamar decided to stir the pot by throwing some shade at Drake and reminding Weezy how Drake did him dirty. In his diss track, Not Like Us, Kendrick called out Drake for sleeping with Wayne's girl, and even brought up how Drake got a tattoo of Wayne's face in 2017. Now fans are buzzing that Lil Wayne might have finally caught on to Drake's true colors. Wayne was just recently rocking an XO chain that The Weeknd reportedly gifted him, right after Abel threw shade at Drake by teaming up with Future and Metro Boomin. To add even more fuel to the fire, Abel posted a pic of Wayne wearing the chain on his Instagram story, seemingly hinting that Wayne has joined the industry-wide anti-Drake campaign. But that's not all. Believe it or not, Lil Wayne's DJ actually played Not Like Us at Wayne's recent show in Tacoma. Now, Drake's fans are trying to spin it like Weezy was mocking Kendrick, but that doesn't add up. I mean, why would Wayne remind everyone at his concert about how Kendrick completely obliterated Drake in their rap beef?
Yeah.
I mean, Kendrick reminding Weezy that Drake slept with his girl and then...
Yeah, that's tough. Like, Drake is, like, not doing good, bro. He's still dropping his, though. Can't take it away from him. But him as a person? Nah. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Tattooed Wayne's face as some twisted apology has got to stink. That's some next level snake behavior, and it seems like Wayne finally realized that sticking by Drake, who clearly doesn't understand loyalty, isn't a good look. But let's switch gears to Nicki, because say what you want about her, you can't deny that she's always been loyal to Drake and never turned her back on him. Even when the entire industry was dragging Drake during his beef with Pusha T, Nicki was the only one who stepped up and publicly defended him. After Pusha released his track Infrared in May 2018, once again bringing up claims that Drake uses ghostwriters, Nicki jumped to Drake's defense, claiming that with his success and accomplishments, he has nothing to prove anymore. On Infrared, Pusha raps, "It was written like Nas, but it came from Quentin," referencing Quentin Miller, who co-wrote songs from Drake's 2015 mixtape, If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. And that's when Nicki clapped back on Twitter saying, "Ninjas gon' run that Quentin-ish in the effing ground like Drake don't write for himself and others. Your enemies will remix, reinvent, and try to make you relive some old-ish for years to come when they have nothing on you. Knock it off. Challenging the chosen ones only awakens the sleeping giant." But instead of a
Damn, only challenging the chosen ones wakens the giants. She even put bars in the Twitter feed.
appreciating Nicki's friendship, Drake got all in his feelings when she curbed his romantic advances. It's basically the same story as what went down with Rihanna. When Rihanna was still giving him hope, Drake was out here gushing over her and had her back after the whole Chris Brown situation. But as soon as she moved on with another man, Drake made up with Chris and even collabed with him on 2 tracks. He then started shading Rihanna and her new dude, claiming that she was just average and that he wasn't really into her like that anyway. And it's wild how
what is going on? Like,
how Drake pulled the same move with Nicki. The minute Nicki made it clear that she wasn't feeling him like that and moved on with her life,
you know them ads.
I have concluded a very fragile truce.
He started linking up with her ops and throwing shade. He even collaborated with Meek Mill after Nicki hinted that Meek mistreated her during their relationship. Back in 2020, Nicki and Meek were deep in a messy social media feud, and at one point, Nicki threw shade on her IG story, hinting that Meek hits women but is scared of men. And then Meek's former associate Dean confirmed this, claiming that he witnessed Meek spitting on Nicki during an argument. Dean
What? Not spitting? Like he really spit on her? Like, I don't know. You know what? Again, I'm not finna give relationship advice or judge somebody else's relationship because my relationship was not that great. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that.
also recalled another incident where Meek allegedly locked Nicki out of their residence and left her in the woods.
They arguing real bad. They get to calling each other all kinds of crazy names. This corny dude starts spitting on. I said, yo, you crazy and I told him right then and there, you lost your mind. What's up with me and Meek, man? Man, I put her out in the woods. We was all the way out Jersey somewhere in the woods. Nigga put her out the house. It's dark and shit. I had to go out there and get her. She cried right here. Am I lying, Nicki? Ask Meek's sister. She was there, and her baby father. He was there too. Am I lying, y'all? His mom was there. His mom, yo, I ain't lying.
So the fact that Drake had nothing to say about this after he spent years gushing over Nicki and even claiming that she was the love of his life is so gross. It really shows you how Drake sees literally all his friendships and relationships as
Yeah, Drake is like spinning out of control, bro. What is going on?
transactional. And guess what? Nicki still wouldn't badmouth Drake publicly, but Drake just couldn't stop being shady. And rumors about a feud between them started flying after he took Nicki's feature off of his album For All the Dogs. Fast forward to July 2023 and
What? Drake took the feature off of All Dogs from Nicki? Oh, this is scandalous.
during his Detroit show, Drake hyped up the fact that Nicki would be on the album, saying it would be their first collab in forever. Meanwhile, Nicki had been hyping up Drake's album on her socials for months.
Cooking this album for you. I'm gonna give away one thing off the album in Detroit tonight because I got a lot of love for Detroit. So I'm gonna have to tell you, like, me and Nicki Minaj did our first song in like a really long time. I'm excited.
What? He really hyped it up. I'm trying to see. He a different type of demon. He a different type of demon.
Got a lot of love for her. Okay, let me just assess the titties tonight and then we'll get to the moment.
Fans were on edge, patiently waiting for that promised Nicki feature. But when the album finally dropped, her feature was MIA. So what's the scoop? Well, apparently, Drake never really got over that rejection. And it's like he turned into a bitter incel, dissing every woman who turned him down. And it looks like Nicki has finally had it with Drake. And after he dropped his new collab with Lotto, Nicki decided to publicly drag him, even calling him Ugly Boy. In a chat with fans on Stationhead, Nicki didn't hold back and spilled some serious tea, calling out two ugly boys who managed to find a willing participant in a desperate, ugly girl.
They know they forever gonna have a willing participant because our girls are so desperate for this thing, you know. They so desperate. If a mother tell them to go and catch a wild tuna, skin it and eat it, they would do it. You understand what I'm saying? They would eat.
Nicki is so childish, bro. What's up with the voice, though? The voice is what got me.
Teach themselves that very day how to hunt, fish, swim, get thing. You see, because they want it so bad they can taste it.
They want it so bad they can taste it.
And when you taste it, you want it again. But honey child, they ain't finna taste no more.
Now, calling Lotto ugly might be a bit of a stretch, but fans are still rallying behind Nicki, saying she's totally justified in being mad at Drake. After all, she's had his back through all his beefs, while he's only ever been about himself. Fans are now saying that it was high time that Wayne and Nicki saw the light and dropped Drake because he clearly never appreciated their loyalty. One fan said, Drake gonna end up alone. He didn't understand the value of good people when they were around him and chose to be self-centered and cut off all those good people. Now he is begging for those people to help him out, but no one is showing up for him. This is the result of wanting the whole world to revolve around him, and that mindset never works out right. And another fan added, Lil Wayne didn't start kicking Drake simply because Nicki was still in his corner, and that's his sister. The moment Nicki comes out of his corner, he is dog food from there on. But how do you feel about Lil Wayne and Nicki apparently ditching Drake after all they've been through together? Do you think they're in the right for cutting ties since Drake allegedly
Of course.
betrayed them first? Drop your